Hello and welcome to Unity News. I'm Brittany Tom. And I'm Jessica Savage. Thanks for tuning in. For the first time here at Unity, the National Association of Black Journalists are not here and their absence is being felt. Emily Goldblum spoke to NABJ's president, Gregory Lee, and clarified NABJ's departure.
It's a few days into the Unity Convention, and there's no doubt it's the most diverse gathering of journalists in the country. But there's a looming sense of loss. With the absence of what used to be the largest membership, the National Association of Black Journalists. NABJ withdrew last year and had their own convention in June. Soon after they left, Unity welcomed a new alliance member, NLGJA, the National Lesbian and Gay Journalists Association.
So why did they leave? I sat down with NABJ President Greg Lee to find out.
We joined Unity as journalists of color, and we left it as journalists of color.
Lee says there are a variety of reasons, primarily financial. The board denied repeated proposals to reconfigure revenue splits that would give more money to NABJ. He says his organization was also upset about Unity granting the request from NLGJA to drop the phrase journalists of color from its title. Lee says that was a deal breaker.
Here's a new group who comes in, pretty much been in the group, 6 minutes. They make their first request. They basically said that if you don't change your name, we're not coming to the convention. Whereas with NABJ, we've been a partner for 20 years, and we put 3 proposals on the ground, and we get voted against 12-4. How does that make us feel?
I asked Lee a question that's on a lot of minds here at the convention, about the fact that NABJ left around the same time NLGJA came in. He wants to remind people that NABJ left months before NLGJA was accepted into Unity. He rejects any notion of prejudice.
For those who, say that NABJ is homophobic in terms of NLGJA being part of Unity, that's not an issue for me. The issue for me is that there's no diversity in NLGJA. So before they come to my organization and say that we're homophobic, they need to look in the mirror and look at their leadership team. And no diversity there. And they're the first to acknowledge that. So if my question is, you come into an organization that's about unity, about diversity and stuff, but you don't have your house clean yet, but yet you want to come to my house and use something that is as powerful as that to try to get what you want. And it's not going to work with, not me as president.
Many here are hopeful NABJ will be here for the next Unity Convention in 2016, but the Unity president tells me that they still haven't talked about what it would take for reunification. I'm Emily Goldblum, Unity News.
A hot topic right now in immigration is Obama's new policy called deferred action. This new memorandum will prevent undocumented students from being deported. Unity News Spanish reporter Carolina Cruz sat down with a student who could be affected by this.
Astrid Silva vive en Nevada desde que tenía 4 años. Su familia llegó de México en 1992. Su niñez fue tan normal como la de cualquier persona, pero la realidad es que es una joven indocumentada, algo que muchos de sus compañeros y amigos nunca sospecharon.
Yo me enteré de su estatus porque todos estábamos planeando un viaje después de graduación. Entonces todos planeábamos ir a México. Y yo miraba que todos demostraban entusiasmo menos ella. Y fue cuando yo me enteré.
Recientemente, Silva se graduó del colegio Southern Nevada con un grado asociado de Ciencias Políticas. Trabaja como voluntaria para la coalición Plan Action, un comité de cabildeo para bienestar social. También es una de las jóvenes integrantes que comenzó el grupo pro derecho de inmigrantes Dream Big Vegas.
El nombre de Dream Big derivó porque el senador Reid, cuando nos manda correspondencia, siempre nos pone Dream Big abajo. Entonces fue algo simbólico de que todos nos conocimos gracias al senador.
Silva lleva tiempo ahorrando dinero para poder matricularse en la Universidad de Nevada en Las Vegas. De obtener el alivio administrativo que se está ofreciendo a estudiantes indocumentados, Silva podría solicitar un permiso legal para ir a la escuela, pagar matrícula estatal, trabajar y tener una licencia de conducir. A pesar de los beneficios que esta acción traería, aún hay mucho miedo en cómo proceder.
Hemos recibido muchas preguntas y es el primer concern que tiene la mayoría de las personas. Sí es un riesgo y yo entiendo que todas estas personas tengan miedo.
Hasta el momento no hay ninguna cláusula que garantice que aunque una persona sea otorgada este tipo de permisos, sus familiares o el individuo eventualmente puedan ser deportados. Pero al parecer, jóvenes como Astrid Silva están optimistas con las buenas nuevas.
Pues el que no arriesga no gana.
Para Unity News, soy Carolina Cruz.
Starting August 15th, undocumented students could apply for these permits. If you follow judo, then you know who Yoshihiro Uchida is. Yosh, as everyone calls him, is among legends in competitive judo and is still making headlines at 92. I sat down with the sensei to talk Olympics and his future plans.
You got to move to try to get that arm out.
Just from looking at Yoshida, you see a docile and gentle person, but don't let that demeanor fool you.
And I threw him real hard because I wasn't nice with the guy. I was nasty too.
He is one of the most respected judo instructors in the country and is certainly not lenient.
Face him, face him, face him, face him, face him. You just don't lay there. Learn to use your legs.
Yoshida is known for putting education first and helping create judo as an Olympic sport in the 1964 Tokyo Olympics.
I was up against a lot of odds to make it, but I figure that you had to be the better than the best in the place.
He first started judo at 10 years old during the Great Depression in the 1930s.
We packed the sawdust down and we put a canvas over it, and this was the mat.
With nearly 7 decades of coaching under his belt, this is only a quarter of the awards that Mr. Uchida and the San Jose State judo team have won. But his players will tell you they learned far more than just judo.
Humbleness. You know, I think in the 7 years that I've been at San Jose State, he has received more awards than I'll probably get in my lifetime. You know, it's the same person underneath it all. And I try to do the same thing.
And Yosh is certainly proud of student Marty Malloy, and it's not just because she's competing in the Olympics this summer.
She didn't get any scholarship help or anything. She just worked hard and got to where she is today.
Uchida was in the stands cheering her on, but his eyes are already set on the next Olympics.
Well, I hope that I'm around, that we can develop many more Olympians.
His student Marty Malloy just won bronze in the women's 57 kilogram in judo.
That's so exciting. You know, I'm from the Bay Area, so that's really cool for us.
It is, right?
So do you like cats?
Actually, I'm allergic. I wish I could, but I can't.
That's funny because the guy that I actually interviewed is allergic to cats as well, but he's the founder of I Can Has Cheeseburger and makes a living off of cute cat photos. I sat down with Ben to hear his secret to success. They seem to be taking over the internet. Friday. From viral videos of Rebecca Black to cute caption cat photos. Internet memes are raining down like chocolate.
Chocolate rain. I'm actually allergic to cats, so I can't have them. So this is how I kind of live my life with the cats.
One of the most popular are lolcats, and they've been a part of internet culture for quite some time, thanks to this man.
This is awesome.
Ben Ha is the CEO of Cheeseburger, with a Z, a company that owns over 50 meme websites, including the ever so popular cat website, icanhascheeseburger.com.
A meme, as coined by Richard Dawkins in a book called The Selfish Gene, is an idea that is passed from person to person.
He didn't create the site, but he was so hooked after stumbling upon it that he decided to leave a career in journalism to take it over and make it the juggernaut it is today.
Because it was a top tip of an iceberg, that it was the beginning of a cultural shift in which people wanted to express themselves more. Oh, an orphaned walrus.
Today, Ben Ha says I Can Has Cheeseburger is one of the most popular humor destination sites on the web, receiving over 1.5 million hits a day.
It turned out before the internet, we all thought we were really weird because maybe we were geeks or maybe we were really into journalism. But on the internet, it's playing matchmaker. It's connecting you with people who are like you. And we feel that we're not as weird as before.
He's even applying this communication model to journalism with an exciting new venture called Circa.
We are going to start from the beginning and destroy the article and create something new in its place. So on Circa, you will not be reading articles.
In fact, Ben criticizes news organizations' top-down approach to creating news.
I call that broccoli journalism.
Oh, interesting.
Right? Like, you need to eat your broccoli, so I'll give it to you.
And while he's throwing out broccoli journalism in the compost, he's still providing catnip to the millions of meme fans that visit his website, one meow at a time. Ben Ha could not elaborate further on what Circa actually entails, but his website will be launching in the near future. Almost everyone here in Sin City drinks. In fact, of the 40 million tourists that visit every year, 60% of them consume alcohol. But one doctor has made it his career to curing hangovers. Anesthesiologist Jason Burke is the founder of Hangover Heaven, a mobile medical treatment center that offers IV therapy and medicine for those with a hangover. And the best part is, they come right to your hotel. Sounds crazy? Well, to hear more about this story and the controversy surrounding this bus, find the full package at unitynews.org.
Vegas is also a city full of entertainment. There's a hip-hop sensation that's brightening up the stage with their diversity. Chris Soriano sat down with them this week.
Here in Vegas, there's only one hip-hop entertainment group dancing along the Vegas Strip. It's a group disguised in the ivory mask, a group that's defying the stereotype of hip-hop, because the majority of them are Asian.
Back in the day when I was growing up, you know, it was like Asian kids are really good at math and they're really good at, you know, tennis and karate. So it's kind of cool that we're kind of put in that light, you know.
They go by the name of the Jabberwockies, and their master puppeteering style has made them an icon, not just in the hip-hop world, but around the world. At first glance, they may seem like mimes, but take a step closer and you'll notice a spectacle that may hypnotize you. Once the masks come off, the smiles come on. The Jabberwockies like to keep it Asian. They've even adapted philosophies from the Asian master himself.
We're huge Bruce Lee fans. Yeah. Bruce Lee, Jeet Kune Do, talks about movement, and you know, he talks about how you don't have to just be a Taekwondo, you don't have to be just karate, you can be like water and be whatever. And so,
now what they do on this stage isn't all about the dancing. It's about the emotion, the passion, but most importantly, it's about the vision.
we are Asian American and we represent the Asian community, but we also want to represent the culture of hip hop. And the thing about hip hop is unity, peace, love, having fun.
In Las Vegas, I'm Chris Soriano, Unity News.
You can catch the Jabberwockies at the Monte Carlo Monday through Sunday at 7 p.m.
We want to thank everyone here for attending this year's Unity 2012 convention here at the Mandalay Bay Hotel in Las Vegas.
Thank you also for tuning in to Unity News.